So has all of this damaged the president's credibility, in particular on the issue of Obamacare? Joining me now, Kirsten Powers. She's a columnist with the Daily Beast and a Fox News political analyst. And when you see it, rolled out like that, Kirsten, I mean, it tells the story. It just, that promise that if you like your plan, you can keep it, if you like your doctor, you can keep him, is not proving true for millions of Americans.
Right. Yeah. Well, and that's actually not proving true for me. I'm in the individual market, and I got the letter, the same letter everyone's talking about, and I went on to. I live in D.C., so it's a state exchange, and I went on, and I guess I could roughly get the same insurance, so it's not completely clear, but it'll go up from about $160 a month and a $2,500 deductible. If I want to keep a $2,500 deductible, it'll go up to about $300 a month. So it is going up, and now I think the administration would say, well, you're healthy and you're young, and so you're part of the people that are going to, I guess maybe see your premiums go up. But I don't think that's quite the way they sold it. I
mean, you listen to the sound bites. The president, if you like your insurance, you will keep your insurance, period. Period. Well, there was no asterisk. There was no unless, but there's going to have to be. But if you have a crappy plan, this is how Mark Hanna and I discussed it the other night, then we're going to have to force you to improve it. None of that. And you saw those town halls, people saying, I don't believe you.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's the problem right now. I think there's just, and especially even with the rollout and the way everything's been handled, that it's kind of hard to really know anymore whether what they're saying is true or not, even if you look at the excuses they were giving in the beginning about the rollout, saying, oh, it's just because the traffic is so high and there's so much interest. And now we know that that's not at all what was happening, that there were all these glitches that they knew about before they even launched. So what they were telling us wasn't even true. So, and Megyn, I've been a huge supporter of Obamacare, and I still support it, but I think that this is really problematic. And I would say I'm actually willing to pay more money if people are going to be insured. So if they say you pay $150 a month more, but 30 million people get insurance, I'm actually willing to do that. However, not really sure if I believe anymore that 30 million people are going to be insured. And so I'm going to be very upset if it turns out I'm paying all this extra money and people aren't actually getting insured.
And we talked about on the program last night how it is possible at this point we could have a net loss in number of people who are insured because of the hundreds of thousands at least, and by some estimates millions of people who are getting booted off of their insurance plans like you right now, who will then look at the exchange options and say, not for me, those are too expensive, I'm not doing it. And so they're sitting around January 1st of 2014 saying, I've got no insurance, and now they're going to fine me. I used to have perfectly good insurance, now I don't because of Obamacare, and I have to pay a fee because of Obamacare.
Yeah, it's definitely not the way that it was sold, I don't think. And look, and like I said, I'm willing to pay the extra money, but I don't have kids. I'm not supporting a family. For a lot of people, they can't afford another $150 a month. That's just not, I will have to forego some things, but I'm not going to have to forego food, or rent or things like that. So, that's a significant amount of money. To go from $160
and the
to
one guy in the piece who had his premium triple. I mean, to see it tripled. And the question is
whether, if you have a lot of people on your policy, it's going to obviously go. I mean, this is just for me. I can only imagine if I had more people on the policy, how much it would be going up.
And now we're going to see, these new numbers come in on how people feel about Obamacare. So far, it's been holding okay. It's been holding where it's been. But we'll see in a couple of weeks as these letters continue to go out. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, it's very disappointing, and I think that for people who really gave them the benefit of the doubt and believed the things that they were saying, they need to really come out and give an explanation for what's going on and why people are being forced to switch their plans.
Yeah, I don't know if an explanation is going to do it at this point. I don't know. Kirsten, thank you. Sorry about your plan.